Can you all believe that 100 years ago Disney became a company? And by 100 years ago, I mean like 99 years ago in a couple months. It's not yet. But that's not stopping Disneyland from celebrating 100 years of wonder. It began on January 27th. I was there. It was a great time. There's a bunch of banners when you walk in celebrating 100 years of Test Track, 100 years of Epcot, 100 years of Living with the Land. I made that one up. There's actually not a Living with the Land banner. It's hard to believe that 100 years ago, Walt Disney built all of this with his bare hands. It's very impressive. And now here we are, reveling in the 100th anniversary of Runaway Railway, of the Tiki Room, and of course of the Haunted Mansion. Sorry, Walt Disney World, you are only half the age of Disneyland. 50 years? Oh, don't make me laugh. The children have had their fun. Now it's the grown-ups' turn. If you listen closely in the background of this footage, you may notice something different, something weird. The music playing is not from Disneyland at all as I walk into Disneyland. Instead, it's the score from Spaceship Earth at Epcot. Maybe you can tell, maybe you can't tell, but this was filmed on January 27th, 2023, the very first day of the Disney 100 Years of Wonder celebration at Disneyland. That's interesting. You can hear Happily Ever After playing at Disneyland. Not inside the Magic Kingdom, not inside Disneyland even. It's outside in the Esplanade. Man, this new playlist has absolutely everything. Epcot representation, Magic Kingdom representation, the Carousel of Progress representation. I mean, come on. I would sit in the Esplanade for hours just listening to this music. 100 years old. Yep, I'm ready. I'm already there. Let's go. Here we go. Disney 100 Years of Wonder begins today. Just for us. Just for me. And you. But I guess that's put together, that's us, right? I'm gonna use my magic band to get in today. 100 years of that plaque? Not really. Wow, 100 years of the Disneyland's Merchant Guild? Not really. Ooh, 100 years of this Main Street mixed recycling trash can? Not really. Now, if that's not a lovely view, I don't know what is. God, I love Disneyland. Especially when it's like empty like this. You gotta come in the early morning. Ooh, they're filming something over there. You think Bobby Eyes is over there? I'll be on a lookout for Bobby Eyes today. But while they're filming, I'll just film the flagpole here. Pretend like I'm filming the flagpole. Oh, still going. Still, there it is. There's the top. There's the top. And there's the view down Main Street. Shall we go? Doesn't look like it's open, but that would be a lot of fun. A little Lincoln with a side of Disney history, my favorite. All right, so here's the deal. I was looking for some coffee, and everywhere is like booked up until like 10:30 p.m., which is like 2.5 hours from now. So instead, I'm going to Bengal Barbecue to get a coffee because no one goes to Bengal Barbecue at 8 a.m. for a meat skewer, except for me. But I'm not getting the meat, I'm getting a coffee. So I'm gonna go over there. I'm trying my best with this whole vlogging thing, everyone. I hope you can tell. So yeah, we have bunting, lots of medallions on the light posts. All good things. I found it. I found the big group of people. Granted, the park doesn't open for another 15 minutes, but I found it.
Since its opening, Disneyland has stood as a beacon to dreamers of all ages, evolved out of a magical storytelling realm envisioned 1 century ago. As we celebrate 100 years of Walt Disney Company, we are grateful for the many friends and families who have shared this wondrous journey with us from generation to generation. We feel honored and privileged to have played a small role in presenting a century of storytelling to you and your loved ones. Today, we hope you experience all the adventure, wonder, and joy that your heart and imagination can hold. And we hope you are as excited as we are to see what the next century will bring. For your safety, please walk to your next destination. Thank you. and welcome to Disneyland.
And of course, I immediately pull to the left and bask in the glory of the Enchanted Tiki Room for just a second before continuing into the under construction Adventureland. If you ever want a little cheat code how to get a coffee without waiting in a very long Starbucks line early in the morning, come to Bengal Barbecue. No line, no wait. And now, let's go ride. Let's do like, what do you think we should do? Like Walt stuff today, right? Do some Walt Disney centric things, because it's the 100th. We'll look at some new stuff, we'll see the fireworks. How about we go on the Jungle Cruise first? The opening day attraction, very close to Walt's heart. Jungle Cruise. The morning crowd has come and gone, and here is the Jungle Cruise line. There's the real one, but here's the fake one. The Jungle Cruise opened for operation for the first time 100 years ago in 1923. It was a huge deal. Walt Disney built the Jungle Cruise building using scraps from the Carrollwood Pacific Railroad found in his backyard. That's true, you can look that up. So what better way to celebrate 100 years of the Jungle Cruise than by riding it on the morning 100 years after it opened? No better way.
Please display the sand for the lost and found. Oh, that room has a name written here. Skipper Cabin, we found your source material. The next song goes out to all you Jungle Cruise skippers from your fearless leader and Record Falls.
I will tell you, there is nothing like the Jungle Cruise at the very, very beginning of the operating day or at the very, very end. Those are like the only two times I love riding Jungle Cruise. It's really good the rest of the time, but early morning and late night Jungle Cruise, unmatched.
I think 1938 is going to be a good year. There we go. We're almost there. Everyone stay seated though during the cruise. Keep your arms, hands, legs, feet inside the boat. Now you got kids, watch out for them. The jungle out there. Welcome aboard the world famous Jungle Cruise, folks. I'm Skipper Carl. Now take a look on the log right there, guys. You see them? According to locals, those are margarine flies. Yeah, they call them that because they can't believe they're not butterflies. Coming up to you. Just want to scare them. Look at the back of Felix's boat right there. He's going to get a stern talking to. You get it? It's the back of the boat, right? That's called the... Oh my gosh, Coach, look at the front of the boat. It looks like a bunch of chimpanzees are taking it over. Up right there, we call her a nest. And you know butterflies, boy, they're not what they used to be, huh? Caterpillars? Look what's in front of us, though. It's amazing, colossal, stupendous. It's the eighth wonder of the world. That's right, it's the backside of water. Woo-hoo! Now just ahead on the left. Yep, sometimes that one takes a while. Over here on the right, that's limestone, and locals say a lot of people take that for granite. I know, my sediments exactly. I could have been bolder with that, right? You know, folks, you get a little jaded out here after a while, because, I mean, they're not all gems. We get them with shale, but I thought that one really rough. Ah, you've done it. You survived the world famous Jungle Cruise. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yay.
Man, Skipper Kyle, he's so funny and handsome in a Jimmy Stewart kind of way. You had to be there. Boy, I love the Jungle Cruise, especially like early morning Jungle Cruise or late night Jungle Cruise. You know what I mean? Nothing in between, but like end of the night, beginning of the morning Jungle Cruise. Best time to go on it. Would highly recommend. Next up, since Adventureland is Wall-Land right now, we're going into Frontierland. And what attraction was around in Frontierland when Walt was around? Not Big Thunder Mountain, but the Mark Twain Riverboat. Right, it's a people mover. Not the people mover, but a people mover. And that's why we're going to go on the Mark Twain Riverboat.
You have a white shirt, don't be good. Talk to you.
The Mark Twain Riverboat took its maiden voyage across the rivers of America for the very first time 100 years ago in 1923. Now, Walt Disney built the Mark Twain with spare parts from the Carrollwood Pacific, the railroad that he had in his backyard. This is true. You can look that up. A very relaxing opening day Disneyland attraction. Sadly, it wouldn't last more than a year before it exploded and all the parts were recycled for scrap, before Disney announced the return of the Mark Twain Riverboat at D23 2017, and since then, it's been sailing across the rivers of America again. Also true. Also look that up. And what a majestic vessel she is.
Asegúrense de vigilar a sus hijos y absténganse de fumar. Gracias.
You know, everyone always goes up. But me? I also always go up. I'm gonna stay at the bottom this time though. A little something different.
Safe enough for us to proceed on our steam-powered journey along the rivers of America. On our trip, we'll visit the magnificent Columbia of the Great Northwest, the graceful Missouri of the windswept plains, and the rugged Rio Grande along the border of Texas and Mexico. I'll be sure to point out interesting sights along the way, and even tell you about a legend or two. We begin our trip right here on the mighty Mississippi, heading south and ending up down in New Orleans.
I think one of the main reasons I love the Mark Twain so much is how peaceful it is. You don't really have to do anything. That's why I like the People Mover so much. That's why I like the railroad. Just sort of sit and watch and enjoy Disneyland. I'm preaching to the choir here, I know, but it's a good time. Wow, 100 years of the Mark Twain Riverboat sailing around the rivers of America. What a day. What a day it's been. 100 years of Mike Fink's cabin, 100 years of the Native American shaman, and 100 years of me making this joke. Not a bad run. You know, this ride is so good I think I'm going to stay on and go around again. Because I can do that. I asked, and they are letting me stay on the Mark Twain and go around a second time without getting off. And this time I'm on the top. And you know what's really cool is you get the Mark Twain all to yourself for a couple minutes while everyone is getting off and then getting on the Mark Twain. So I'm the only sailor, and I am the best sailor. What a ride.
Where our journey ends. On behalf of our entire crew, I'd like to thank you for booking passage on the Mark Twain Riverboat.
So update, that's the Haunted Mansion you see behind me right now. I am on my third trip around the rivers of America, and I don't know if this is going to be the last. It might not. Guys, I can't believe it. 101 years of that beaver chewing on that support beam. You know, for a 100-year-old roller coaster, it runs pretty well. It's pretty smooth for being 100 years old. So I'm getting too caught up with riding rides and having fun today. I know that's what like Disneyland is for, but I also am here to do a job and to show you new things. So we're gonna head over toward Toontown. We're gonna go walk toward Runaway Railway. I don't have my passport isn't good for another couple of hours, but I wanna go check it out. Maybe we'll meet some other friends along the way, some other YouTube friends, but we're gonna go over to Toontown and take a look. Okay, stop. Pause the video right now. This is the point in time where we pick up with my Disneyland's Runaway Railway Might Be Better video. You can watch that. There's going to be a card in the corner of the screen right there. If you don't want to miss what I did this entire day, it's there. But we're going to skip past it now. I'm sorry. All right, we walked by earlier in the morning, right when the park opened. This was not open, but now it is, and I wanted to go take a look. Our first Disney 100 destination of the day, or second, if you count Runaway Railway, which you may. The 100 Years of Wonder exhibit inside Mr. Lincoln. Let's take a look. This is gonna be so cool.
Yeah, it was in the...
Oh, so it's sort of like an Imagineering. All of the exhibits at the Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln Theater are celebrating the 100th year anniversary of all the attractions on display. From this door and wallpaper to the Little Mermaid, Ariel's Undersea Adventure, all of the century-old attractions are on display here at Disneyland. Here's what we're looking for over here, though. Maquettes. Look at these. Now, these maquettes are rare artifacts discovered by the Walt Disney Company during their excavation for their first studio in Kansas City, Laugh-O-Gram. No one knows who or what buried these maquettes underneath the soil in Kansas City, but carbon dating dates them back to at least the 5th century BC. They have both stunned and baffled archaeologists and scientists alike, but Disney would go on to use them as inspiration for various attractions that they would end up building in 1923 when Disneyland opened. What, you don't believe me? Why don't you look it up, huh? It's true. I didn't make it up. They do look pretty cool, though. These are neat maquettes. Here's something interesting. I don't think I've seen these pieces of Haunted Mansion concept art before. I've seen that one. But that one right there. The facade I've seen. That one's I've seen. That's the remnant of the old like walkthrough. But over here. Look at this. This here is obviously concept art from the canceled Haunted Mansion attraction that was going to be built, of course, at Disney's America. Look that up. Ask Defunctland. He knows all about it. Look at this Tomorrowland. Look at that Tomorrowland. Man. That's amazing. They have like a mini multiplane camera, a very small version of it. There's Walt telling you about the multiplane. Actually, I learned after the fact that this multiplane camera was the one that the dwarfs used for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs because they were, you know, smaller than the average person, so they needed a smaller multiplane camera to get all of the scenes and all of the animation cells correct for the movie. I'm gonna be real, I kind of miss the Disneyland Mini. Now, a fun fact, this Dumbo statue actually was not found in Kansas City, but it was found while they were excavating the trenches for the Jungle Cruise rivers in 1923, they found it buried deep within the Anaheim soil. Something very interesting. See, but this is actually all completely accurate. Disney got it right with this one. It was an old hag statue that was on Main Street in the 70s. Pretty cool, they restored it. Just, no jokes here. This is genuinely a cool piece of Disney history. You think I was gonna joke about this one? No, this one's cool. No, that's cool. Yeah, we know, man. I wonder if her eyes can still glow. I know they don't, but I wonder if they can. And it wouldn't be a trip to Disneyland without visiting the Capitol model, made out of some sort of wood. Sorry, not wood. Cane stone. Okay, so look at this. Cut to an hour later, I've stolen away to a very quiet, secluded part of Disneyland Park, Tom Sawyer Island, known to me as Lafitte's Island, but that's a story for another time. For now, take a look at this. Take a look at that. That's just magical. But what I want to do here today is explore some remnants, some pieces of Lafitte here at Tom Sawyer Island, Pirate's Lair, that were sort of inspired by that whole overlay, re-theme of New Orleans Square and Tom Sawyer Island that Eddie Soto, or Soto, I still haven't figured out that pronunciation, was going to do back in the 90s, but of course, never ended up doing. This is a bone cage, by the way. So I think if we follow this little pathway down here, past the bridge, how mysterious. I may be skinny, but I'm not that skinny. Oh, there's more? Okay, yes, perfect. If that's not the most unnerving thing I've ever seen. Anyway. So many little alcoves and pirate caves in here. And I guess that leads me to my next point of Lafitte, right? So all of this, that's not Bill Nye. All of these caves are remnants of the original plan to have a tomb, or I guess I should say Lafitte's tomb, run under the Haunted Mansion, where you would go into Lafitte's tomb at the Haunted Mansion, cross underneath the rivers of America through a tunnel, and then wind up here on Tom Sawyer Island, which would then be re-themed, of course, into a Pirates-themed island. And they sort of did that when the Pirates movies came out. Kind of. There's pirate stuff here, but it's not Lafitte. It's not a tunnel underneath the rivers of America, but it'll do. So if you keep an eye out and you know where to look, you may find some references to our favorite pirate guy. I like how this video was supposed to be 100 Years of Wonder, and it just turned into a Lafitte video. Are you all mad about that? It's also an excuse for me to film my break in the middle of the day, getting away from all the crowds. As you can see here behind me, there's the Hungry Bear, and behind me now, again, is Fort Wilderness. Not the Fort Wilderness from Orlando. This one's just a bunch of walls and phantasmic storage, but it's called Fort Wilderness. So that plugged up archway by the Haunted Mansion was going to be sort of where the tunnel was, and now we gotta look for more of a tunnel. Now it's really just a coin toss depending on whether or not the tunnels are open on this day. So we'll hope they are, but they're this way. Here is a tunnel, just a little alcove in the rock you wouldn't really notice. But if you go in, it's not made for adult humans. This is definitely made for children humans. And wait. This is where we were earlier. Back out this way. Wrong tunnel. Here we go. Freedom. Freedom. And now I can squeeze my small body through this hole. And we're back at Disneyland. That's how it is. Remember when I said it was a coin toss whether or not the grotto was open? It's closed. The effects are still running in there. I can hear it. Can you hear that? Maybe not, but I can hear it. It's very unfortunate. I really do like Dead Man's Grotto. I'll find some pictures though. Here's some pictures. And there's some pictures. Just sort of like a cave tunnel system underneath Tom Sawyer Island. Really fun. Even more fun if it were open, but you know, that's fine. But here, it's a cool looking unassuming red tavern that belongs to... That's right, as yet another reference to what this island was going to be. This right here is, of course, Jean Lafitte's Tavern. And if you think I'm saying that incorrectly, you're wrong. It's Jean Lafitte, not John Lafitte. And if you listen closely, they're rowdy. They're too loud in there. It's too stressful for me. I'm out of here. But yeah, you can hear the pirates inside Lafitte's Tavern. And then if you want to, I do believe you can climb some stairs. Climb up to this door right here. Don't go in. It's not for us. It's for the cast members. But you can get sort of like a top-down view of the rivers of America. Not as high up as the treehouse, obviously, but that is under scaffolding right now, so beggars cannot be choosers. And when you get to the top of the hill, it's not really piratey, but you do have Tom Sawyer's treehouse, which is the only treehouse that is currently open at Disneyland, unfortunately. And it's not SCA themed either, so like there's not even a point. But if you look, you might be able to find a couple little secret references to the book. Like right here. Right there. Tom, Hart, Becky, or Tom and Becky. Their names carved in the tree. That's very sweet. Or perhaps a United States flag with only 24 stars on it. Huh? 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 But now I think we're gonna head back down by Lafitte's Tavern and return to Disneyland proper because I have a hankering for some haunting. We're going to go haunt some happy haunts. We're gonna go rent the Haunted Mansion. Back on the mainland, ready to tackle still the Nightmare Before Christmas. That's okay. It's okay. It's good. I like it. I like it. I like it. Right here, this right here, amazing. Pet Cemetery A. Old Flybait, he's gone. Stripey, oh. So many dead pets. Hey everybody, this is me narrating the Haunted Mansion ride through that you are all about to witness. Now, as you can see here, we're in the stretching room. It's stretching. I'm not doing this to avoid copyright claiming, okay? I'm just saying, I just figured you all wanted a narration, so it's like you're riding along with me. Why is that a screen? Why is the top of the stretching room a screen? I know it's like, it makes sense, but man, the scrim from the original Haunted Mansion Holiday when Jack Skellington's like face would appear, that was the real good stuff. Not anymore though, not anymore. Although I will concede that the portraits themselves look good. The top of the room, it's screens. We already know how I feel about this. I'm not a massive fan, but if you like the screens, that's fine. It's okay to be wrong sometimes. Of course, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but wow, 100 years of that screen. I mean, I like to rag on it a lot, but that screen being 100 years old, that's sort of an impressive effect actually now, come to think of it. All right, fine, I forgive it. That stretching room screen is okay.
A dark carriage will take you away. Sit back, rest in peace in your black Christmas sleigh.
10 telling tea leaves that swirl with secrets yet to share. On the 9th day of Christmas, my cool love gave to me. I brought crystals and sparkles.
The Haunted Mansion famously built 100 years ago. just thought I'd sneak that in there. He's still got the least he can do. He's 100 years old. Bring back the mummy. Where is he? Disney, what'd you do with him? Now that is almost as good as the regular Haunted Mansion. Yeah, it's not bad, right? It's not awful. And then you like start turning. Everyone is here for the characters in their new outfit. And oh, there's Mick. There's Mick. He's in the corner. Why am I not? I thought for a second, why am I not filming this? It's a madhouse. Wow. He
just got swallowed up.
Oh,
I'm
it's
so
okay.
down.
It's okay. If you're gonna trip over someone, it's me.
We're in the queue.
This is it. Yeah, we did it. I love it. That was the best ride I've been on all day. We didn't even meet the characters. We were just there just for those vibes. It was amazing. Just for the rush of people, absolutely out of their minds. It was awesome. And I think Goof just came out. There he is, right there. The Goof. Ooh. The Main Street lights are coming alive. Apparently these also work like the Fab 50 statues at Walt Disney World. Disney World friends, if you know about that, you wave your magic band in front of that and it'll make a sound. Very high tech, very cool. All right, I am the designated fireworks placeholder. I am in my spot. It is 5:30 p.m., 4 hours until the fireworks premiere. But this is the spot. And this is where we're gonna watch the fireworks from. If they even go tonight, apparently there's high winds, so that's gonna be real cool if they end up not doing them. So we'll see. An hour and 1/2 hour until showtime. I'll see you in an hour and a half. All right, enough of that dumb 100 years old joke that's been done to death. Get ready for the best fireworks show I've ever seen at a Disney park. I'm not gonna show the whole thing. I highly recommend checking it out for yourself. Wondrous Journeys.
For over 100 years, Walt Disney Animation Studios has invited audiences to believe in things never thought possible. And so tonight, we once again invite you to wish upon stars, to step into the unknown, and to join us on this, our wondrous journey.
Some things start out big, and some things start out small. But sometimes the smallest thing can make the biggest changes of all.
Hard to know just when it starts, how it grows from just a spark. It's wondrous. I feel it now with you and me, a gentle stream of energy. I know it's wondrous. From dream to wish to very first try, from jumping to falling to learning to fly. Each stroke of the pain of each motion that meets the eye. It's the magic that we collide. It's the stardust that lights your eyes. It's the flight of the butterflies.
the show was good. The show was good. We'll talk about it later. Thank you for your gotta get out of this crowd first for a second. It's the park exit frenzy, the park exit shuffle, the best part of the night. I got some thoughts on the fireworks show. I'll probably share them with you when I get back to the room, or at least when I like get to the Esplanade. But man, it's the ballroom organ. Wow, Wondrous Journeys, so good. It's definitely, so if I were to compare it, it would definitely be Disneyland's answer to Happily Ever After. Lots of similar vibes, very similar projections. The music is similar. There's like a narrator and everything. But it's very similar to Happily Ever After, which is a good thing because Happily Ever After is the best fireworks show. Is Wondrous Journeys better than Happily Ever After? Hard to say. I don't know. It might be on the same level. I might put them on the same level. They're both S tier. If I'm ranking the nighttime shows, you know, you got like Illuminations down here at the D tier. You got Harmonious up in the C tier. You move up, you got like Wishes, right, and Fantasmic, and then even higher up you have Happily Ever After. I would put Wondrous Journeys up there with Happily Ever After. And now I'm looking forward to reading the comments after that Illuminations ranking. But that's it for Disney 100. I'm out here in the Esplanade, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not, like I said, still learning the vlogging thing, but hope you enjoyed it. Showed you everything I wanted to see. I'm sure there was like merchandise and food items. There's other vloggers out there who could do that. Fresh Baked I was hanging out with him all day. Check out Fresh Baked if you want to see some merchandise, maybe some food. But yeah, Disney 100 Years of Wonder. This park, I cannot believe that this park has been here for 100 years. That's like 50 times 2, you know? That's twice as long as Walt Disney World's been around. Disneyland's been here. Absolutely insane. Good for them. Good for Walt. 100 years ago, Walt was born. Can you believe it? Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go to the end card now. Future Dallin will talk to you there. I'm tired and I'm ready to go to bed. Future Dallin, take it away. Hey, it's me, Future Dallin, the one who is making all of the dumb jokes the entire video. Hopefully no one took that too seriously. We will see, though. I actually, fun fact, I built this video with spare parts from the Carrollwood Pacific Railroad from Walt's backyard. Just that's a real fact. Now I'm done. Trying out the vlogging thing, it's kind of working. I'm kind of doing like a hybrid vlog informational video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button. It goes a very long way. Head down to the comments. I'm sure it'll be just a rollicking good time. And if you're new around here, you want more videos like this, in-park hybrid sort of videos, hit the subscribe button. A very special thank you to all of my supporters over at patreon.com. They help keep this channel alive and chugging forward. They helped make this trip possible to visit the Disney 100th celebration. So I thank them. If you want to join their ranks for even just $1 a month, you get access to most of the perks, and they watch this video earlier than the rest of the YouTube people. So if you want early access to videos, head over there. It'll be fun. Also, be sure to check out all of my other social medias. They are linked in the description down below, but they are Offhand Disney. I'm Offhand Disney at Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can find me everywhere. I'm there if you want more content. But that about wraps it up. I will see you all same time, same place next week with a more traditional Offhand Disney video if you catch my drift. Who knows, maybe we'll talk more about that Avatar experience coming to Disneyland, huh? Maybe it's a people mover. Maybe it's a ride through the world of Pandora on the Tomorrowland People Mover. Probably not. Okay, the hopes are down. I cannot get them back up again. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Oh, would you look at that? It's Bob Iger texting me to say that the People Mover is returning.